All right. For today's digital citizenship, I'm talking about cyberbullying. So give me just a minute here to get my screen shared. And we'll get this in our present mode. Come on. All right, so first question I'm going to pose to you guys, and you can either type answers into the chat or you can not slowly, but take turns sharing your answers out loud. And this is just kind of, what do you guys think? Do you think there are differences between like joking, being mean, and bullying? Are there differences in those three things? And if there are, what are those differences between those three things?
Joking can be like a knock-knock joke.
Joking could be like a knock-knock joke, and then like bullying is really being mean, technically, to another kid.
Bullying is more of being mean more than one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Bullying is not saying that someone's hair looks bad once. That's being mean. But if saying someone's hair looks bad every single day for a week, that's bullying.
Or if like more than a week.
So you're repeating the behavior. When you're repeating it, it becomes bullying. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joking, it's like saying it in a way that they make it obvious that you're joking. Being mean is like just doing it once, like being rude for a day. But then like bullying is like being rude for a month.
Okay. I see some people can think a joke is mean, which is totally true. Jokes can be taken as mean or they can be taken as funny. Yeah.
Bullying is also when people physically hurt you.
Okay. It could be physical with bullying. Absolutely. Joking is having fun. Being mean is just once. Okay. Any other thoughts or comments on those three? All right, so today we're gonna watch a video that talks about the three different behaviors: joking, being mean, and bullying, as well as another behavior called cyberbullying, okay? So we're gonna watch this video called What's Cyberbullying? And I want you guys to be thinking as we watch this video, what does cyberbullying mean? What does it mean to be a cyberbully? Don't share it right now. We're gonna watch the video first and then we'll talk about it after.
When we're mean, we might say or do things that hurt others. We might be feeling angry, upset, or jealous. It could happen once, or maybe even twice. Being mean is not okay, but bullying is much worse. Bullying is when someone uses their power repeatedly to hurt or upset someone. It could be hurting them physically or calling them names and saying hurtful things. So then, what's cyberbullying? Cyberbullying's like bullying, but it happens on the internet or on a device like your phone, which can make it kind of different. With cyberbullying, it can feel harder to escape because it can happen anywhere, anytime. Also, it's easier for cyberbullies to hide who they are. Plus, other people online could see what's happening and even gang up on someone. If you see someone being bullied, in person or online, what can you do? Give them support. It helps to show that you care. Be an upstander. Stand up for others and say something to the bully. Report what you see and tell a trusted adult. So, what will you do if you see cyberbullying?
All right, so based on that video, go ahead and share out. What do you think cyberbullying is? Bullying online.
I learned this in 2nd grade. My mom told me all about it.
Excellent. So give us an answer then, Carter. What is cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is like sending people rude text, Sometimes on Roblox they destroy your stuff you worked hard on, and they just be mean to you repeatedly, and then just KO you a lot in Smash Bros.
Okay, good. Yeah, I see lots about bullying online. Yes, cyberbullying is an online bullying. Using digital devices or different sites or apps to intimidate, harm, and upset someone. There's our official definition of what cyberbullying is. Again, using digital devices, sites, and apps to intimidate, harm, and upset someone. Okay? So, couple of key terms that we use in cyberbullying. We have the term target, and the target is the person who is being bullied, the one who's receiving the bullying. And the bully is the one who's bullying, right? So let's look at this chart here. Let's talk about some of these things. We can fill this in as we go. This is gonna take me a quick little second here. Let's see, what do I need to do? I need to do this. So be thinking about this. What are some reasons why cyberbullying occurs? And then what are some ways you could respond if you're being bullied? Don't share out your answers yet. I have to make a copy of this because I can't type on that one. Make a copy, entire presentation. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what are some reasons why cyberbullying occurs? Let's go ahead and have you guys raise your hand or type it in the chat if you have one. Just that first column. What are some reasons why cyberbullying occurs? All right, I see some hands up. Give me just a second here. I just want to be on our correct slide. I'll be able to get typing in. Come on, load, load, load. All right, almost there. Let's see. Thank you guys for being patient. I appreciate it. I see lots of hands up, and I have some people who have already typed in the comments what they think. No, not that one. This is the one I want. All right, so reasons why cyberbullying happens. Delete that part. I see that maybe the bully is mad or going through a hard time themselves. If that's the case, how could you respond to a bully who's acting like that? And we can just share these answers out loud. So if they're being a bully because they're mad or going through a hard time, how can we respond to them?
Treat them in a nice way.
Be their best friend. I do that all the time.
Okay, be their friend. I like it. So what do we say? We said the bully. Oh, catch up to me. The bully. Technology. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it spins and spins.
It's Monday. It's Monday's fault.
Right. So if the bully is mad or going through a hard time, we said we could be nice to them. That would be a great way to respond, right? Like show them a little extra kindness. Kill them with kindness.
In a loving way.
Yep. All right. Avery, what's your idea? What's a reason why cyberbullying could occur?
Because maybe like someone bullied them and made them, like maybe someone bullied them and they were mad and they started bullying other people because of that one bully.
Somebody bullied the bully. So how could we respond to that situation?
Probably like treat them the way that I want to be treated, and maybe they'll treat me the way that I treated them.
Okay, treat them how you would want to be treated. I like it. Jackson, what do you think? What's another reason that cyberbullying occurs?
Sometimes it could just be because they want to.
Just because the bully wants to bully?
Yeah.
Okay.
They find it fun.
I have a reason why people bully.
Okay, we're not there yet. Hang on, I'm going through people's hands who are up. So how could we respond to somebody who wants to bully just because they want to be a bully?
Fight back.
Leave the chat.
Okay, you could leave the chat. I like it because remember, yeah, this is cyberbullying. So you don't have to stay online with them. You can leave, absolutely.
Block
All
them.
right. Amaya, what's another reason why someone might cyberbully?
Because something is probably going on in their home, and they just feel so sad that they should make someone else feel sad.
Okay. So something's going on in their home to make them sad. Oh, typing. How could we, what could we do to respond to that kind of cyberbullying?
Feel bad for them and maybe tell them everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, so
Make them feel
give
better.
them support, right?
Yeah.
Camden, how about you?
Sometimes they're being bullied because they feel like they're forced to because other people do it to them and they like think it's good or something.
So they're feeling forced to because it's what they see?
Yeah.
Okay, and how would we respond to that kind of cyberbully?
Tell them don't do it just because other people are.
Don't be like other people. You're your own unique self.
Okay.
Or you're your own person.
Yeah, that too.
Well, we got time, I think, for one more. Morgan, what do you think? You're my next hand.
The bully might have been bullied themselves, or they want to bully to because they're miserable and they want to try to make themselves happy.
Okay, and so how can we respond to that kind of cyberbullying?
Or they're angry and they want to take their anger out on someone else, make them angry too.
So how can we respond to that person? And again, remember, these are cyberbullies.
Maybe they're a nice person on the inside, but like they want to be happy, so they're like maybe they're like wanting to take, like something happened and then they're wanting to take all their anger out on like a person, the first person they can find.
Okay. So I'm going to read through some other options for you guys because I think we're kind of off track a little bit, and we're just talking about bullies in general when we're supposed to be kind of focusing more on the cyber bullies. Remember, the cyber bullies are those ones who are bullying through online programs and chats and apps and those sort of things. So a reason for cyberbullying, a reason it might occur, is because someone acts or looks different than other people. And a way you could respond to that kind of cyberbullying is just to ignore the messages they're sending you. Okay? If someone's angry or resentful or upset with another person, you could block that bully. So then you're not getting the messages from them anymore. If someone is jealous of another person, they want to be like them, you could, a lot of programs have reporting tools, so you could report them to the creator of the game or whatever it is that you're on, okay? If someone feels bad because they have been bullied, so they want to bully someone else, you could take screenshots of the messages that they're sending you and show your parents or show another adult, Okay, you can always talk to a friend, you can always talk to a trusted adult. That is a great way to deal with situations like this. Okay, so those are kind of more of the responses we would look for to cyberbullying. Other, like leave the chat is a great one. But a lot of the others are more for our in-person bullying that happens. And again, we want to make sure that we're looking at this from the lens of cyberbullying, okay, this bullying that takes place online, okay? So the target and the bully are usually not the only people involved in a cyberbullying situation. There's also other people who see it, people on the outside who see it, because a lot of the times this is happening in group games or group chats. And those people, those additional people, other than the target and the bully, we call them either a bystander or an upstander, okay? A bystander is a person who observes the conflict, who sees it, the conflict or the unacceptable behavior, but they don't take a part in it, okay? They just completely, almost ignore it. And then an upstander is a person who stands up for the person being bullied. Okay, so two differences here. The bystander just doesn't react at all. They see it, they know it's happening, they know what's going on, but they just don't respond at all. And then the upstander is the person who sees this target being bullied, and they're going to stand up and support that person who's being bullied. Okay. What do you think are some ways an upstander could do with a cyberbullying situation? Again, cyberbullying. Morgan?
So if it, like, the person being bullied, if they didn't want to tell anyone or any adult and make it stop, maybe because that was their friend and they got in a conflict, maybe the upstander could tell an adult instead, or they could report the
Absolutely,
bully.
yeah. A lot of times the target just doesn't have the strength to report the person, but the upstander can absolutely report them. I didn't see many hands go up, so I'm going to read you guys some other options of what an upstander could do. They could reach out to the target to see how they're feeling and listen to them, because, I mean, it might not be bothering them, right? It might look like bullying to one person, but to the people involved, they could just be having fun. So if you're that upstander, you might want to reach out to the target of the bullying to be like, hey, you know, are you doing okay? Is this conversation going okay for you? You could always inform a teacher, a parent, a coach, any other trusted adult. You could fill one of them in on what's going on. You could encourage the target just to ignore the bully and not respond and not retaliate. Because a lot of us go to retaliation. You guys know what retaliation is? It's, well, if you're going to say something mean to me, then I'm going to say something mean back to you. But then both the target and the bully are going to get in trouble. Okay? This happens a lot at school. Well, he did it first. It doesn't matter. You both did it. Okay? So you want to make sure that as the bystander, you could encourage them not to retaliate, because that oftentimes just makes the situation worse. You could also encourage the target to reach out to a trusted adult. So you're not the one actually contacting the adult, but you're encouraging the target to reach out to that trusted adult. Okay? These are all things that are super important for you guys to know, because there is a good chance you are either going to be cyberbullied or you are going to witness cyberbullying at some point in your life. So just making that decision, are you going to be a bystander or an upstander? And if you're the person being bullied, what can you do about it? Okay. Another really important thing to know about is something called empathy. And I know we've learned about empathy throughout the years, but empathy is when you imagine the feelings that someone else is experiencing. So as the upstander, you're having this empathy for the target of the bullying. You are understanding really the dilemma and the tough times that this person is having based on the cyberbullying that is taking place. Okay, So it's important as an upstander and a bystander to make sure that you have that empathy for the people involved, okay? Here, let's come to my little empathy slide. Empathy is, imagine the feelings that someone else is feeling or experiencing, okay?
Bye, Miss
All right,
Triplett.
we'll come over here to this and take a look at this story. This is Sandra's story. Let's see. Jaslyn, do you want to read us all of Sandra's story?
Sure. Can you zoom in? It's blurry and it's kind of.
Let's see. How's that?
It's good.
Okay.
Do I read the directions?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Sandra is planning a birthday party. Her parents have set a limit of 15 kids, so she can't invite everyone she'd like. Two kids who weren't invited, Jesse and Maya, overhear the plans. They decide to spread mean rumors about Sandra using an enormous messaging app. They say things like,
Hang on just a second. They're using an anonymous messaging app. Anonymous means that you don't know who it is that's saying the stuff about you, okay? So Sandra doesn't know that it's Jesse and Maya who are saying these messages. Okay, go ahead, Jaslyn.
Sandra is so not cool. Not sure why anyone would go to her filthy house. I heard Sandra is having fruit instead of cake. Yuck. Sandra is totally boring, and I don't know why anyone would go to her party. They encourage the students who were invited to the party to add reasons to why Sandra isn't cool and tell them not to go to her party. When Sandra logs on to the app and sees the messages, her stomach sinks. She feels hurt and embarrassed and doesn't know who's posting the messages. She tells her parents she's sick so she won't have to go to school the next day. She even thinks about canceling her party.
All right. So in this situation, who's the target?
Sandra.
Sandra's the target, right? She's the one being bullied. Who are the bullies?
Jesse and Maya.
Jesse and Maya, yep. And then maybe a little more tricky, but who are the bystanders and upstanders?
The ones.
All her friends.
The ones
Her
that.
friends, yeah. Because her friends are the ones witnessing what's going on, and they're choosing whether to participate or not participate in what's going on, okay? So you guys are going to have this to do on your own. I'm going to tell you this. When you're answering these questions, you need to make sure you're reading the question completely and answering all parts of it. You guys are going to get a T, B, or L on this based on your work, okay? If you don't put good quality into your answers, you're not going to get a good grade. If you put the time in and write good complete sentences and have thorough thoughts, you're going to have an amazing grade. So let's look at the questions real quick. If you were Sandra, how would you feel in this situation? Would your feelings be the same or different from Sandra's? And why? So there's 3 parts to that question. That's at least 3 sentences in your answers. If I were Sandra, I would feel sad about this situation. My feelings would be the same from Sandra's. They would be the same because I would want to cancel my party if people were picking on me too, okay? Here's the thing. It doesn't just end here, guys. You need to keep scrolling down, okay? You have 5 questions to answer. Question 3 says, why do you think Jesse and Maya acted the way they did? Could anything have been done so they wouldn't have acted this way in the first place? So again, thinking back to the story, why weren't Jesse and Maya invited in the first place? Okay, why would they act like that? And could anything have been done to change it? If you were Sandra, what would you do to try and stop the cyberbullying? And if you were one of Sandra's friends, how could you be an upstander? Okay, again, guys, good quality answers on this, not just quick, short answers just to type 2 words. I want good 5th grade answers on this. Okay, you're getting grades, TB and L grades, so make sure you're putting the time in so you can get the best grade possible. Let's take out our planners. Please don't leave. I'm going to need the following people to stick around after we finish planners real quick. I'm going to need EJ, Mason, Neil, Miguel, Angelina, Gabriella, Jordan, and Amaya to stick around after we finish with our planners, okay? So,
room 16.
oh, if you got to go, then go.
No, I think Amaya's at room 16.
Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at our planner. We have just 2 more things to do for the rest of our day today. One of them is our cyberbullying, and that is what I was just showing you. Did I spell cyberbullying? I'm not sure. That's what I was just showing you, where it has Sandra's story at the top, and then you need to name who the target, who the bullies, and who the upstander bystanders are, and then answer those questions like a good quality 5th grader. This is in your Otis lessons. I'm sorry, Otis assessments. Okay, you have your 30 minutes of independent reading. If you did not finish anything else from up above, then you are continuing to work on those things for the rest of the day. Remember, you start off with Mr. Sassano at 8:55 tomorrow and you come to me at 9:10, okay? If you are one of those people who I just said to stay on, I need you to stay on. If you're not, you may quietly start logging off so I can talk to those people. The people whose name I called out your name because you did not do this Zoom survey that's in your email yet. I have to have this. So as soon as you log off with me now, this is what I want you guys to do. All you need to do is go to your email and look in there, and I think it's called Zoom. I think the title of the email is Zoom. So you need to go there, find that, and answer the 3 or 4 questions that are on there. It's super simple. It's just asking whether or not you're able to get into PE and music. So I want to see this done within the next 5 minutes, really. Okay? All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you have questions, you're welcome to stay on and ask questions. If you don't, you're welcome to log off and get to work on your cyberbullying.
Bye.
Bye. Anybody who's on still have questions? Morgan, I see your hand is up.